Hi, it's Nick from UK Gardening. As you can see, the tomatoes are really putting on a spurt now. It's now time to put some supports in to stop them falling over. Obviously when I come in and water them, the weight of the water on the leaves does have a tendency to make them fall over. So yeah, it's time to put some canes in and then tie them up. I've got some canes that I've used in previous years, so the shorter ones I can just put underneath this shelf here. Well, that's not. That one's a bit weak there. I'll put this in here. Try not to damage too much of the room. Push that in there. Normally I'd put the canes in when I've actually put the actual plants in the greenhouse, but I just wanted to put the canes in and then show how I pinch the growing shoots out and then set up the irrigation. Now I've put that one in there. I haven't really got many more shorter canes. So what I might do actually, is just get my tape measure, work out how long I need my cane. It's probably going to be about 4.5 feet, 5 feet. Yeah, just over 4 foot. So what I'll do is I'll transfer that to this cane I've got here. Now this cane is actually taken from a neighbour's garden. They've got a standard bamboo that is quite invasive and it's really hard. So that's 4 foot onto that node there. So I will put the tape measure up there. Now there's two ways you can do this. I think I've shown in a previous video that if you get your secateurs and you can apply a bit of pressure and go around scoring it and it will actually cut it. I'll show you on an uncut bit of cane. If you were just to get your secateurs and cut it, what you'll find is it actually crushes it and it splits like that. So always if you apply a little bit of pressure and then turn it. These canes were actually cut last year, so they're nicely dried out, but there's no harm using fresh canes. Just if you use fresh canes, be very careful because this outer leaf casing is very, very sharp. You can see that's cut there. So now that I've got that, I can push that into this one here. Like that. These tomato plants I'll only grow up to here and then I pinch the tops out. I grow lots of tomatoes because obviously they're a small cherry tomato, so I like to grow them really quickly and then I can maximise my crop before any instance of blight may occur. So I'm now going to get some of the longer canes. I'll put those in to these. That. You can put on with leaf casing off. As I say, these are homegrown canes. If you have to buy canes, they'd already be stripped. So I will carry on doing that. Once I've got all the canes in there, I'll then tie canes across to support them and keep them spaced out, but I'll do that later. What I now want to do is actually just let me just put one more cane because that will enable me to show on camera what I'm going to do. Let's just get rid of that loose casing. I'll put this one in here. Now, what you'll find is if I get this one out of the way, is this is put on side shoots. So in here, there's a side shoot there that I'm going to nip out, and a side shoot there that I'm going to just nip out, and then that one there I'm going to take out. And I actually grow these as cordons. These are called growing as cordons, it's just growing it as a single stem. I'm going to take off some of the lower leaves as well. So I just bend them up and then bend them down again. and then they snap off. Last one there. Just nip it off. Do a little bit of weeding. What I might actually do with this one is actually put a bit more compost in there. You could probably take it, but I'll do that in a minute, maybe off camera. And there we go, just as I say, a bit of weeding. Put that in there. Check for any more. I think that's about it. And now we've tied up. There's a number of ways you can actually tie these up. We can either use string, or these. You can use string, or these are very handy. These are very soft and pliable, so they won't actually mark the stem of the tomato. And they just go in like that. You don't want to have them very tight, just loosely like that. And then just make sure the tomato is growing straight. And you'll see there you've got some tomato flowers there. I'll do the same with, just move that one out of the way. Do the same with this one, just pinch out any of the growing shoots like that. There's a big one there, so just break that off. And as I've shown in one of my other videos, you can actually just plant that into a pot of compost and it will actually grow into another tomato plant. If you're tying them up, what I like to do is put the string over my hand like that, wrap it round once like that, and then cut on the bottom. And then get about halfway and tie the string to the stick. So round through. Tying the string to the stick means that the string won't slip down the plant, and then tie the plant with the string, but you just want a very loose hoop, and not a very loose hoop, a loose hoop. And what will happen is that plant will now swell up, but you give it a bit of space in order to grow. I'm just going to nip out those bottom leaves again, lift it up, lift it down, and it'll snap off. Getting rid of the lower leaves just leaves the top of the pot clear to pull out any weeds and any competing plants. But it also means it's going to start putting energy into growth further up. And now that these are actually setting flower, it's now time to start feeding them with a diluted liquid tomato feed. And that's about it really. I'm just going to carry on tying these up, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and see you soon. Bye.